Hi guys, thanks for joining me once again. So today I come with a message of, sorry, my eyebrows itchy. I come to you with a message of don't give up. It's really kind of simple words. I know I'm going to share a little bit of my story of what's been going on, and for some of you it might seem like forever. For some of you, you might feel that you've been at this for even longer than myself and you still haven't really felt any change. Please just keep going. Those that know my story know I've been in therapy since about 2009. I was diagnosed with PTSD. I was in the military at the time and have since been released due to my diagnosis. And it has been a roller coaster. It has been a bumpy road. And you know, those of you that are dealing with your own mental health struggles, I'm sure you'll understand, regardless if it's been a week, regardless if it's been 10 years, 20 years, even more than that. Yesterday was a crazy day. I had an appointment with my psychologist. This is probably my third or fourth psychologist in the last 10 years. I've been seeing her for about 2 years, and yesterday on the way to my appointment was kind of it was a brutal trip to my appointment. I have about an hour and a half drive to get to her, and without a lie, I cried for probably a good hour of that drive. A song would come on and it would just bring back a memory and I would cry, but it was so weird. I cry a lot, but yesterday's crying was so different. It was like the gates opened and I was releasing so much crap. I had no idea what I was actually doing, what was actually going on. I didn't fight it. I didn't get upset with myself for crying. I just let the tears come. And when I finally got to my appointment, I was exhausted. So I went in and I realized after talking with her that I am actually getting to a point where I can feel emotions and I can look a little bit deeper and understand where those emotions are coming from. I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is, something out there. I've been doing a series on my blog for the last couple of weeks about emotions, and it's so ironic, or it's so meant to be, or it's just, I don't know, it's just my mind playing games or something. Whatever it is, it's good. And I want to share that through all the tough times, it's worth it to keep pushing. I've had some really dark times, and I'm not confident that I won't have those again, but I am confident that my feet are getting firmer on the ground. I am getting stronger in my confidence. I am understanding why I cry more now, and I am letting those tears flow. Yeah, just totally lost my thought there. Before, when I would cry, I always felt guilty. I felt guilty of the people I've hurt. I felt guilty for being a human. I felt guilty for being alive. I felt guilty because I thought I was just an awful person who just caused pain for people. And when I would cry in the past, that would just reinforce all those feelings that I was a miserable person. I think yesterday was really the first aha moment for me that I was able to look a little deeper, and I didn't feel as much pain from the guilt. Now, don't get me wrong, the guilt was still there. I still know that my actions and what I was going through and the way I was behaving caused a lot of pain. But I think yesterday was the first time I really got it, that feeling guilty for that and beating myself over that isn't doing any good. And I actually was able to look at some situations from the past and figure out why I was hurting so much. And it wasn't the fact that I was an awful person. I understand now that I was going through a lot, and it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it okay. It's not an excuse. But I can't change what I did all those years ago. And all I can do now is work on myself and try to be that person who I wish I could have been back then. Try and mend those strained relationships. And try and be open-minded. Try and be more gentle with myself. And yesterday was the first time I really had a sense of that. And I felt so proud, and I felt so exhausted, and I felt so drained, but it was a good release. It didn't weigh me down. It was actually releasing some of that weight I've been carrying for so long. So those of you that are carrying weight, and those of you that are carrying pain from things that have gone on in the past, you can't take that away. And it's really important to try and just put that in its place. Acknowledge what you've done, accept responsibility, apologize if you need to. It may not be heard by who you want to say those apologies to. Your actions will be heard. The way you behave now, the way you behave in the future, and it might not happen overnight, it might not happen in a week or a year, but if you start to change, you will feel better for yourself, and then those people that you have caused or, brought pain and caused strained relationships, they will see that you are a different person. And that might be what they need to help them release some of the struggles that they're having as well. I'm hoping that made sense. I'm trying to keep it not too personal with myself, trying to let you see that you can't go through life without having feelings of guilt. It's what you do with those feelings that really matters. And for me, I've spent way too much time letting that guilt kick me in the ass, tell me I'm useless. And I am not letting those voices, be it in my head or even people that have tried to kick me down in the past. I've had people tell me that I'm crazy. I've had people tell me that I'm paranoid. I've had people tell me that I don't deserve to have a good life because of all the hurt I've caused. Well, you know what? I'm at a point now where I can say, screw you. I am okay. And I want you guys to have that same strength. Dig deep in yourself and fix what you can moving forward. Okay, I want to try and finish this up here. I'm going to take a peek at my notes because I was trying to stay focused and trying to stay on track here and just kind of give you guys some motivation. So, it might be tough. It might be hard. It might hurt a lot, but do what you need to do. Cry, write it out, journal it, talk to a friend, whatever, but get that crap off your chest and stop beating yourself up. Do what you need to do to be that person you want to be. We're human. We're going to make mistakes. It's what you do when you make those mistakes that's going to count. So stop kicking yourself in the butt, folks. Accept the fact that you're human. Accept the fact that sometimes we're going to do things that we're not going to be super happy about. We're not going to be proud of. Accept it. Acknowledge it. Do what you need to do to make it okay as well as you can. Make it okay in your head, and don't beat yourself up. Just keep pushing forward. When you're having a bad day, think of something good. If you need to throw this video back on, please do it, but stop kicking yourself in the butt. It's okay. Cry, do what you need to do, release it, and figure out how to move on. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time again. I hope this provided you with a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation to stop being so hard on yourselves and really look at your emotions a bit deeper and figure out how to work with those emotions and not let them keep you down. You guys are amazing. It's going to be tough, but fight through it because your life is worth it. Love you all, guys. Have a super day.